Did you know that the Ford F-Series is not only the best-selling truck in the United States, but it's also considered the worst truck in American history? In this video, we're taking a look at the 10 worst American trucks in history. The Toyota Tundra has become a well-loved truck over the past 10 years. It can handle tough jobs and fit into daily life, like commuting or going out for breakfast. However, back in 2001, it wasn't as dependable, ranking 52nd out of 100 for reliability. Owners often had to deal with transmission slipping, cooling system problems, and O2 sensors needing replacement earlier than expected. There were also complaints about the exhaust system, with parts like pipes, catalytic converter, and muffler wearing out faster than they should. Maintaining the Tundra cost about $600 a year on average, and nearly $7,000 expected over the first 10 years. Over the years, the truck has also had 6 recalls to address various issues. The mid-2000s were a rough time for the Chevy Silverado, especially the 2005 model, which had a lot of problems. It only scored 40 out of 100 for reliability, according to Consumer Reports. And to make matters even worse, it had about 14 recalls, making it one of the most unreliable trucks from that time. Many owners complained about engine troubles, including high oil consumption, which meant that they had to keep adding oil often. The transmission and cooling system also caused minor issues, making the truck even harder to depend on. Electrical problems were a big headache too. The gauge cluster and dash lights often stopped working or gave wrong readings, making it hard to trust the truck for long trips or heavy work. Brake problems were also common, and repairs for things like oil leaks and electrical faults were expensive, leaving many owners disappointed. On average, maintenance costs were about $520 a year, adding up to over $10,000 in the first 10 years. Crazy figures. The real Ford fans know that the Triton engine is one of the worst ever made, especially in the 2004 Ford F-150. Why so? Some of its main issues include spark plugs being ejected, engine heads warping, rear axles failing, and the torque converter in the transmission shaking or failing under load, even with simple tasks like speeding up from a stop. As if that isn't enough, the 2004 F-150 has another problem: its windows. About half of the complaints are about the windows not rolling up, which leads to issues with weather, theft, and pests. The rear window is also known to leak, even when the windows are closed. The engine has its share of problems too, with some reports of total engine failure and spark plugs breaking off. There are also issues with the transmission, differential, and overdrive failures. Over the years, the 2004 F-150 has been recalled 16 staggering times, mostly for exterior light or fuel system issues, rather than the bigger mechanical failures. With average yearly maintenance costs reaching $788 and an estimated total of nearly $11,000 in repairs over the first 10 years. This truck gets a poor reliability score of just 20 out of 100 and is best avoided. Unless you want to join the long list of owners filing complaints every few months. When people buy a truck, they expect it to last at least 100,000 miles and perform as advertised. Unfortunately, the 2008 Ford F-250 fell short of these expectations. With a low reliability rating of just 6 out of 100. Only 38% of owners would consider buying it again. While the 2005 F-250 had some positives like a sturdy build and a wide range of options, it also had many issues. The diesel engine was loud, the radio was hard to tune, and the interior felt cheap. The truck's paint and electrically controlled systems were the only things that stood out positively. On the downside, the engine, cooling system, minor transmission problems, electric system, and drivetrain were all rated poorly, with a score of just 1 out of 5. This truck also came with high maintenance costs, an average of $989 annually. Over the first 10 years, it could cost up to $15,636 in repairs. With 11 recalls to boot, It's clear this truck was far from reliable. The Nissan Titan full-size pickup started facing many problems right from its first year. In fact, only 41% of owners said they would buy it again. The 2004 model had over 1,000 reported issues, with most of them related to the drivetrain. The front and rear differentials were especially prone to failure, which is a big problem for any truck, especially one meant for work. Although there isn't enough data for a reliability rating, Titan's customer satisfaction score is very low, just 1 out of 5. While the engine doesn't have many serious problems, the rear drive axle is a major issue. If the axle oil leaks, the back end can lock up, leading to expensive repairs. Another complaint is the loud engine noise, which makes driving for long periods uncomfortable. On top of that, the Titan has a low average yearly maintenance cost of $55. However, it can still cost up to $9,116 in maintenance during the first 10 years. It also has 7 recalls, showing that reliability is a big concern. The 2014 GMC Sierra came with a lot of improvements, making it a better choice for everyday driving. By 2017, it offered a smooth ride, almost like a car, and a cabin so quiet it felt like being in a luxury vehicle. Unfortunately, these upgrades don't make up for these serious problems, as the 2017 model received a low reliability score of just 16 out of 100. For a truck with an average yearly maintenance cost of about $809, which could rise to $9,439 over the first 10 years, the car could certainly do better. The main problems with the Sierra are related to the transmission and drivetrain. The transmission has trouble shifting smoothly, especially when it's cold or when the truck is going into lower gears. Even under light loads, the truck can still face problems. Since these issues happen in different ways each time, the solution provided by GMC repair shops don't always fix them. The truck has been recalled 5 times. Dodge is known for its diesel engine in heavy-duty trucks, and it stands out as one of the best in the industry. The 2015 Dodge Ram 2500 offers a choice of several engines, allowing buyers to pick what works best for them. However, the diesel engine is considered the best option by many, as it has fewer parts that can break down, making it more reliable. Even with the strong engine, the 2015 Ram 2500 has some issues. One of the main complaints is about the body's durability, which is surprising given that it's meant to be a tough work truck. The turbocharger often fails, and there are issues with the transmission clutches not working properly. Additionally, the power equipment sometimes malfunctions. Overall, while the Dodge Ram 2500 is a solid truck, it has a low reliability rating of only 11 out of 100 and has been recalled 15 times, which can mean only one thing: it should be avoided if reliability is a priority. Wondering what the average maintenance cost is like? $972 is your answer, with an estimated $26,665 in repairs over the first 10 years. With the growing focus on reducing carbon emissions from internal combustion engines, or ICE, many buyers are moving away from full-size trucks. This opens up a market for smaller trucks like the 2022 Chevy Colorado, which can still haul up to 7,000 pounds, but uses less fuel than larger trucks. It seems like a step in the right direction, while electric vehicles, or EVs, continue to gain ground. However, despite its good design, the 2022 Colorado doesn't quite live up to the expectations when it comes to reliability. The truck has a low reliability rating of just 5 out of 100, with many past and current owners sharing their frustrations. What are the issues they're facing? A whole lot. Transmission, electrical system, and body integrity issues. The transmission needs to be rebuilt or replaced frequently, and the sensors and linkage are prone to failure. The electrical system also struggles with the infotainment center, which goes blank from time to time. And that's not all. The body tends to make strange noises while driving, and the weather seals don't keep out moisture as they should. The average yearly maintenance cost for the Colorado is $599, with an estimated $10,368 in repairs over the first 10 years. To its credit, the truck has only been recalled once, but its overall reliability leaves much to be desired. We all opt for heavy-duty trucks like the Chevrolet and GMC 3500 when we have tough jobs at hand, right? I mean, no one does it better than them. But did you know that Ford has its own version of these trucks in the Ford F-350? It can haul up to 7,640 pounds and tow 35,000 pounds, making it a popular choice for heavy work and activities like towing trailers or boats. Unfortunately, it isn't all roses with this truck. The 2019 Ford F-350 especially has many problems that make it a poor choice for some buyers. Yes, it's strong and sturdy, but it has engine, transmission, and electrical system issues. Oh, it doesn't end there. The body, suspension, and drive system make up the impressive lineup. As expected, the maintenance costs for this truck are also high. It costs an average of $1,304 per year to maintain. And over 10 years, repairs can cost up to $15,685. With 15 recalls reported, it's no surprise that the 2019 Ford F-350 has a very low reliability rating of just 4 out of 100. Even with its amazing towing capacity and great strength, the shift to electric vehicles or EVs might seem like a smooth and easy transition for consumers, but for truck manufacturers, it's a bit more complicated. The reason for this challenge is this: producing electric trucks involves new technology that's being used to mass-produce vehicles of all sizes to meet different needs. This means that, as with any new technology, there will definitely be some issues along the way. For many buyers, the expectation is that these new designs, whether hybrid or fully electric, will work flawlessly from the start. However, that's not always the case. Buyers of the 2021 Ford F-150 Hybrid, for instance, have voiced disappointment with their vehicles, which is reflected in a very low overall reliability rating of just 4 out of 100, with high maintenance costs averaging $788 per year and an estimated $10,990 in repairs over the first 10 years. It's a costly vehicle to own, and it is disappointing to see it having many issues. The main issues reported include transmission, drive system, electrical components, and body integrity, all of which have caused frustration among owners. Agreed, there is some fantastic innovative technology behind the 2021 Ford F-150 Hybrid, but it's clear that it still has some things to work out. Do you have a personal experience with any of these trucks, or is there any truck that you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed watching this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons. We've got more car videos coming your way. See you soon.